Ladies and gentlemen, Minecraft Pocket Edition and Windows 10 Edition version 1.0.4 has been released. This is a minor update, but it does include some very nice new features as well. My name is SliceSlime, let me take you on a tour of this version. Let's start with the big thing. The villagers will now trade with the player just as in the PC edition of Minecraft. This also comes with a large number of smaller fixes and changes, such as the villagers spawned with the /summon command. They will no longer spawn as just farmers, and the other types that aren't farmers won't do farming work anymore. They will throw food for other villagers, and an issue where they would sometimes stop breeding has been fixed as well. Together with this, of course, if you cure a zombie villagers, they will now receive a job and have things to trade with you. Some related fixes: villagers sometimes would wander too far away from their village, and that is no longer the case, and in this version, if a villager is attacked, it will run slower. Baby villagers also now have larger sized, adorable heads. A couple of small fixes for world generation as well. Lava will no longer leak out of a blacksmith's house in a village, and donkeys once again spawn in the plains biome. Some changes to mobs as well. Husks have grown a little bit. They are now a little bit taller than zombies are. Mobs should no longer walk in circles if they spawn on or walk onto a block that is made from 2 slabs. Medium and large sized slimes and the magma cubes didn't have a jumping or landing sound. That has been fixed in this version. When you saved and loaded back into a world, some mobs could sometimes go out of fenced in areas. That should be fixed in this version. And there are also a couple of fixes for mobs that ride other mobs. First, the positioning of the mob that is riding on top has been fixed, and they can now also be pulled into minecart. So this goes, for instance, for a spider jockey. And spider jockeys in particular will now properly spawn with strays, or with wither skeletons, if the conditions are correct for them to do so. Ghasts will no longer spawn in tiny spaces, and shulkers, if they are placed upside down, will no longer appear to be unattached from the block they're placed on. Finally, if you've been battling the Wither, the Nether Star can no longer be destroyed by explosions, so if you win that fight, you should get to keep the loot properly. A number of things have been changed and fixed with add-ons and packs in this version. One very important thing to note is that achievements will no longer unlock in survival mode if you have a behavior pack installed. In addition to that, there is a new format for add-ons. All of your old add-ons should automatically upgrade, so you might see warnings on those add-ons, but they will still function as they should. New things for creators of packs and add-ons in this version: models for shulkers and the Ender Dragon can now be edited using add-ons, and the music and sounds can now be changed using resource packs as well. If, against all odds, you've made a mistake in your add-ons manifest file, when you import that, the warning message will now properly appear. And then there are some fixes for how you install add-ons and packs as well. There's a storage screen in settings to manage worlds, resource packs and behavior packs now, and the game no longer needs to be restarted before a shader pack is applied. Finally, resource packs are no longer duplicated when a dependent resource pack is added before a behavior pack. Some miscellaneous bug fixes as well. If you're playing on an older device, there is now a low render distance option, so the game will run smoothly for you even on an older device. A couple of achievements have been fixed to properly unlock in survival mode. They are The End, Again, Diamonds, and Bodyguard. If you use the pick block function, that is middle click on Windows 10 Edition on a leaf block, you will now properly get the right type of leaves. Stone and wooden buttons had a hitbox, so you can actually step on top of them and stand on top of the button. That has been fixed. Items that must be placed on top of blocks, like rails and the torches, can now properly be placed on top of top half slabs. Course plants that get broken will now properly break all the way to the top from the point where they were broken. If you tried to sleep through the night and there were players in another dimension, that would sometimes fail. That is fixed in this version. And if you took damage from 2 things at the same time, you could die twice over, and that has been fixed as well. And finally, the placement of your health and armor on the heads-up display have been fixed. Of course, there are also a large number of other smaller fixes in this version as well. most of those concerning rendering, texture fixes, and performance improvements. Some relevant ones are that capes will no longer appear when you're wearing Elytra, and if you had infinitely burning fires, that would cause a gradual slowdown and spread more often. And last, but certainly not least, a large number of crashes have been fixed in this version as well. Do note that it will take a while for this version to appear on all platforms in all regions, so if you aren't seeing this update on your device just yet, just keep an eye out and it should pop up shortly. My name is SliceSlime, hope you enjoyed this version of Minecraft Pocket Edition and Windows 10 Edition. Thank you for watching, take care, and bye bye.